The man was digging in the dirt like a madman. Suddenly, he found a cell phone. On the screen, a video call from his parents appeared, and excitedly, he immediately began to beg for help. But strangely, his parents on the other side were talking among themselves. They didn't even notice him. When he looked carefully, he realized it was just a saved video and that he might never see his family again. His courage broke. With tears in his eyes, he said a final goodbye to his family and silently lay down on the beach. Time passed as he waited for death. The tide began to rise, and the distress signal he had written was half washed away by the water. The injury on his waist worsened, and his consciousness slowly started to fade. He felt as if he was getting up, grabbing a surfboard, running toward the ocean with a smile. His friends were waving at him and cheering, but when he opened his eyes again, he was still lying on the beach. Even the seagulls seemed to be mocking his helplessness. With that thought, a sudden new fighting spirit awakened inside him. It's better to fight and try to live than to die helplessly. He tightly tied the surfboard to his hands and, using only his arms, slowly began crawling toward the ocean. He felt no fear, no matter how many powerful waves crashed down on him. He refused to give up. He didn't even realize how much time had passed. But in the end, with his already injured body, even his last bit of strength faded away. It became hard to even lift his hands. The surfboard slipped from his grip. His body began sinking like a stone, and the lifeline in his hands opened. In his final moments, he remembered the beautiful time he had spent with his wife. But then suddenly, a massive ship stopped above him, and a driver jumped into the water, grabbed him, and pulled him up. When he woke up, medical staff were standing all around him. At last, he returned to the beach again, and standing beside him was the real-life hero of this story. From his experience, he told everyone, even if the whole world abandons you, as long as you don't abandon yourself, there is always hope for a miracle.